confidence and momentum behind them. This is what it comes down to. The final map between these two. This series has gone the distance. The last map not as close as maybe we would have wanted. But now who knows what we walk into.
Oy bekliyor. Hadi Azra.
And Petra's in a whole lot of trouble.
Yes.
Güzel.
Already checked on and dealt with, but the site might be lost when they try and return home.
Yeah, free sight here towards B side, and look at the aggression in towards Jenny. You're gonna see that it's nearly all clear. They find one more into canteen, but all other three players walking through sewers, looking to retake.
Bir daha düşeydi.
Eyvah.
Yeah, this cross though is going to be difficult, and a little bit of value off the back of glance
2-2.
is pretty big. Gonna bring it down to a 2v2, but let's look what they have in the post plan here. Roxy and Mary need to work through some of that utility. I think they've just done that. Alkia gonna get towards it.
Aman.
The attention. Roxy swings, takes the contact. Again, drawn off the spike here, chipping them
Çok
down.
low ya.
Taking this out, Mary gonna find Alkia. And now the one back of that though. BBL should know there is pressure coming their way.
Hazırız.
Flash getting ready to be invested.
Hazırız. Kaçtık.
Forced off the angle though. No chance to use that, and Mary gonna fill that gap, fill that void, get in towards the site. There's a lot of presence up towards tower though, hard to clear comfortably. Flash in, yes, but pushes forward, good. But it was Vanya still to value towards Petra there. Oh, and the jump down as well. BBL making this deadly. No easy point of access now. Spike gonna go down, sure, but this post plant difficult to hold.
Isolated on site here for Glance as well, really relying on that crossfire, very solo. Vanya trying to find something through the smoke, won't connect though, and there's the Roomba. Boombot to come out, Mary for an early swing to player life.
Hadi.
Still two rifles
Çok
though.
iyi.
Oh, the
Hadi.
flash time
Yes
attack.
be.
İşte bu be. İşte bu.
Evet.
Yenilgisiz.
Okay, 0 point doesn't come out this time. Instead, Ava's actually playing for that flash here behind Dice.
Sakin. Double pick'imiz var orada hadi.
Little baby player.
Ya abi attırmayın şuna ya.
Güzel.
He was in a really bad spot for that. Still gonna find Mary actually. Big value to be honest. They do get the ult off that too though for Glance, so that's gonna be in place. Forces Regular a little further back, a little uncomfortable, but the cross should be managed to maintain now. The rotations are in. They can take over tower, but
Puşlama o gelsin, puşlama.
Oh, dangerous spot there on the other side. They actually
Bakıyor.
They've drawn the rotation, and they got punished on the way out. Mimi, big pick there towards Rakia. And now we look towards the other side of the map, completely absent of players. Vanya does have ult though, so keep in mind this may not be comfortable.
Philippa Arso already here just to beat that timing. Around the
One
corner, looking for one. And that's the fault line to come back out. Tucks back in now to play numbers here for BBL.
40 seconds, they've got to make a move on this though. What's the game plan? No more smokes to be really invested here. They've got very little to play with, trying to force them off with what they've got. Nice flashes, nice bits and pieces to at least facilitate the plant. Tap on the spike to hope to draw
Hop! İşte bu!
And there's your plant dead.
Aynen.
Sen de.
Güzel.
Does get tagged up though, but it's Alkia on the swing. And G2 piece by piece falling here on this board. Very difficult to try and fight this one back in with the amount of bodies against them and a limited time.
Tamam. Kuruyor.
There's only going to be one player here. Petra with it all to do in a 1v2. Vanya still
Telefon
alive.
bayağı.
And as Felipe barely but still standing.
Aynen öyle. Ah güzel.
Güzel.
A bit later into the round for that info, but right now might just go head to head here and be main.
Çok iyi.
Yeah, brawly start. Look at them willing to bring the fight. They're not really entertaining this kind of half buy coming out from G2. Petra's ult, you don't really feel that's going to find much value in this round. Plan to keep that one in the pocket for.
Ve aleykümselam.
Aleykümselam.
Carry on with this pathing.
Daha iyi mi
Trying to find a little bit of chip damage on the other side. Take a little bit of space, but you can already see it. Rake is still here, so all that utility going to be fine. Turret won't be taken down at all.
Evet, hepimiz aynı anda hasta olduk ya.
The alarm bot there. Well,
Allah.
so a little bit of a late bit of presence, but G2 aren't going to be given a fair fight
Saniye
anywhere they
kaç?
want to go. There is nowhere that is
53,
Rake still
52,
hasn't been seen.
51,
Now noted,
50.
smokes are in place. Nice work from Mimi to isolate the fight towards at least the rafters there, but wow.
Çok mu geri? Ne oluyor ya?
What?
Ben
You
çok
had no
gerideyim.
right to those kills, but she finds them nonetheless. But how do they make this cross?
Mimi yani.
And Felipe doesn't quite catch it, so now they've got a chance at a plant.
Rolling Thunder 2 here for Mimi to delay that retake. Does come out, pushes back BBL a little bit. Still one flash to work with here for Felipe. Not really able to contact off of it though.
Look at the HP. Mimi's on 8 HP and Glance is on 55. They're not sitting comfortably.
No.
It's still just a spectre in hand and that rifle on Mimi. They can't really try and help each other out. Maybe bait on the door. No, they commit on the door. High flash. Okay, swing the corner. Pulls the attention. Can Mimi get away? Yes. Readjust position. Very nice. Molly goes in. They're trying to buy some precious seconds here.
Süre.
Just that. Still a chance on the cross though. Mimi needs to do some damage. It's not. It can't all come down to glance. Oh, but maybe.
Petra makes
Çok sesimizi de çıkarmadık da abi.
Now G2 is shift back over to that B side, always showing her that early B
Vay
presence.
cenabet
Been a
bacağım.
Serum söyleyeyim mi sana?
between whether it's arcade.
Öyle bir şey yok. Hadi hadi.
Instead though, just the turret to watch an early flank out. BBL looking to maybe find a paint shells or something off contact here in double door.
It's a patient start here, both sides. Okay, first contact.
Oh, nice.
Flash good. Didn't quite give them enough to be able to swing the angle in time, but they found what they needed. But I don't think there's going to be much commitment behind this now. Yeah, they're backing all the way over towards B. So a tough round for Reiki again. Turret not going to be able to do too much for her here.
Tamam.
Didn't really give her the fair fight she would have wanted, so has to give up site control. Mary going to try and take the space as quickly as she can towards tower.
Bizim olsa ya.
Oh, it's going to be flanks though. Looking to pinch here. No one's coming in from the CT side. It's going to be both mains. Extremity control here on the retake for BBL Zico.
Okay, Roxy's gone down. That makes the post plant a little trickier. Mary can't overdo this now. Got to be careful to find the timing right. There's a recovered rifle in hand. Reikki's got it. Alkia actually picking it up now. Might be the one to burst towards the side, but Denial slowed down. Glance. Beautiful work of the molly and the smoke, just combination work there. The cross now being watched by Petra. Push and pull. G2
Okay,
allowing it.
aynen.
No, each other, force their
Abi
hand
oradan oraya
almost. They've
koşturuyorlar
done this
ya.
early. They've done it with a minute still to spare. And the Seekers should confirm actually how much room they've given themselves, as they're going to go quite deep. Maybe just towards CT, just towards those rafters. So they should know, okay, site is clear. Can we get that spike down? We've taken away some of those key things. From Alkia. Gorgeous. Takes out Petra. And even with the spike down, they have the player advantage here.
With dish control as well here, BBL know that G2 are all stuck on site and towards A main. Lockdown comes out, rolling.
Aman şuraya.
Push back these main players as
Ya.
well to deny, but Mary is still alive here in towards Sands. Finds two. Vivania takes her down.
Çözüyor.
Yeah, just about buying enough time for the rest of G2 to get out of the old
Uh-huh.
to get out of those issues they were starting to face there, because BBL invested so much behind it. The molly is great. Glance, denying Reiki. And now Vanya
Bitmedi ya
has to
molly
just
bir de.
give it up. There's nothing else she could have done about it. G2, I've got a credit to
Ben
Mary in this.
gidiyorum ya.
You look at the odds,
Hadi
the
görüşürüz.
lockdown coming in, the rolling.
Görüşürüz.
He was somehow able to navigate around all of that, right? Just by holding this position.
Nasıl yani ya?
You can see it there. There's so much put in between where she is and where she wants to be. She held her ground. Big round from Mary in that one, and it's forced BBL back on a very weak buy. Burnt up almost all of those ults. Now we're going to see the advantage swing a little more towards G2. Mary has hers, and Mimi not far away.
Kimse de kal demedi Ferit abi.
Kalsak da kalmaz ki o şu an. İnandıysa ona.
G2 up for a scrap early on, and Mary's one out.
Gonna fall back here if you're Rika. Player life towards site. Turret hasn't spotted anything out yet towards A main. That'll be the information given as Petra takes it out. Fast flank coming in here from BBL just to add that pressure back on. But now that means that they've got to regroup. It's still Rika alone in towards tower. One over to the other side as well. BBL looking to pinch, maybe even play exits in this situation.
Yeah, see if they can punish some of that. We can look at the money though. It's getting quite nice for G2. A little bit of a buffer. Let's see what BBL can achieve on this. Didn't quite catch Roxy then. An attempt was made, but quite enough.
Güzel.
They're uncomfortable now, forced to fight.
Hadi
That's
be.
better for Lee, but okay, that's the first couple of steps here. How much more can they do to G2? How many more kills can
Oy!
Petra call to attention?
Vandal.
Oy!
This is BBL! Where is this coming from?
Let's go be.
Yetti mi süremiz vardı her türlü?
Var var.
Never
Var,
happened
var.
when you have so
Çok iyi.
much to work with.
Abi şaka mı bu? Cidden herhalde.
Enes helal olsun oğlum.
Totally outplayed. BBL
Ya.
turning it around in a scenario
Benim
they
iyi
should
geceler.
never
Enes, sen
have
bir
shot at.
ya.
Bak söylüyor oluyor ha.
Pansy. Before this series, before today's best of five,
Şu teklere bak ya.
BBL are 5-7 on their
iyi,
eco
çok iyi,
round
çok iyi.
up against G2 in the last
Bak
series
şu-
that was.
Abi sen biraz dinler misin abiciğim?
This is no surprise, but it's still just insane.
Şaka
that
mı amına
they're able to
koyayım
let
demiş.
these shots find those open.
BBL. They were good.
kill aldın mı?
Money, even, you know, even in the
Hadi
best case
geliyor,
scenario, they would have
geri
been screwed. Not the
dönüyorlar
case anymore.
diye.
Alki, a little pre-fire on that juggle peak. Pain
Sağ
shot
ol
gonna force
Cesur.
Eva
Onlar
away.
da
Mary
bak
gonna try and
izliyor.
take
Kim
it.
abi?
We know this burst towards the site.
Cesur.
She's been doing it before.
Hoş.
She gets stopped this time. Oh, and goodbye.
Bir girdi
Felipe
göremedik
gets the
ya.
lead.
Eyvallah
Two.
Cesur abim.
A rocket sent to the pocket, and now Eva's feeling a little isolated. Underhand flash.
Eva!
Takes down-
Eva!
He goes down. Blow up. Roxy's gone.
Özgüvenine
Individually,
bak,
this team
27
is
öbürü de.
wild. No plant to be
Aferin
had yet.
kızlar size be. Abi
The
inanılmaz
micro
güçlü
play coming out from
mentalleri var
Ava
ya.
is insane. Now Glance alone here in towards tower, very weak. Can't even get that plant down. She's alone. Still needs to re-clear towards site, but smokes to come down now here. Glance doesn't have any others to work with though, aside from the one that will fade after the plant goes.
Second attempt of this plant. Here we go.
Ya
This is rough, but that's a great shot from Mary. Alkia goes down, maybe not expecting that repeat to come out from Mary here, evening the situation, but the HP is low. This could be a great round for BBL. Get closer on that scoreboard.
Petra'ya bakalım ne
HP
olur ya.
dwindled, already down to 27, 40, even
Ay.
Mary
Gelsin
down
Eva.
50. And now the barrel shows punishment had there for Petra. Wanted a little more, but she has the flash, invests it, catches one, but she can't swing it. That position's been noted.
Açıldı,
She needs a
öbürü
bailout.
açılıyor.
She needs something.
Aha.
But they're playing for that card.
Güzel.
The timing's great for
Otur.
Mary, but gets predicted. Turned on, turned around. She gets so
Kalk
caught
kızım.
up by this. What? Mary's got to check on the spike, though. One bullet to play with.
Ah!
Look at the
Aa! Ya!
attempt. Watch
Aa,
out.
Ya.
Out time for this. When her HP is in the bin. Clean fight that shockingly good behavior. I mean, Mary's saved the day in that. Now already Vanya does deal damage, takes out Petra from this, makes the side take a little difficult, but look at the pinch coming
Gördü
out.
3.
This is what I was expecting from BBL. Maybe a turn up of the pace.
Of.
Really nice pivot there with the tempo, like you mentioned.
ne
And
oluyor? Niye
Alkia takes
takılıyor ya?
out the lurk coming out from Roxy as well. So now G2, they lose out on information on the left side of the map, only have this A main control, and in for a world of hurt if they do try to execute. Luckily, dodges the util coming out from Rika. We've got Ava here, a hold on Sands.
That flash.
Oy!
Mimi
Ah
tries to find
be.
a fair fight, but
Ulan
maybe
kaç ya?
tees up Glance.
Hah,
Could have
güzel.
been a counter swing for
The sewers, though,
Kızım.
contact about to be had.
Yeni bilmiyorlar.
Yeah,
Oy!
they're aware of it,
Tamam.
but they were so ready for what was coming their way.
Hop!
And no real chance
Ah
here.
be!
G2, ooh, maybe an overheat from Alkia. That seemed a little unnecessary. Now there's some
Verdik ama
rifles that they can
silah
maybe
verdik.
find. I think only one there. Yeah,
Tamam,
Glance
2,5
gets
kişi
it.
kaldı
And
hadi.
Mary. So maybe a little unnecessary. You're
Tabii
playing a
fazladan
very,
pikledik ama
I guess, overbearing game style at that point. I don't think you had to commit that hard for it. One away from Seekers now as well for Petra. Okay. This round's suddenly become a little bit more playable, but considering it's a 3v3 at 40 seconds, it's always hard to be on the right side in this map, right? Like, you have so many approaches towards these sites. For BBL, it's a gamble stack where you're going to be. They're putting a lot of faith in Vanya, right? Hold
Üç
A on your
oldular.
own. You got this, I
Onlar
believe in
fullendi.
you. Yes, you got a little bit of kit with her as well in the form of the utility coming out from
Zırhları
Rapier.
yok. Biri
But
yarım.
this is going to be purely visual from Felipe. I don't know if she's even
Felipe,
going to
show!
fully to this kill, just maybe shoulder peek it. And that's, oh no, okay, she is hunting it down a fair amount. Yeah, playing behind that smoke. That's the plant, and there should be a bit of chip down.
Güzel.
Glance gets to keep her life and just spammed through the smoke. Okay, that's a little unfair. It
Hadi
feels.
hadi. Oh.
So they're forcing
Of,
us to
güzel.
result. Forced Petra forward, but she didn't get what she wanted.
Hadi
But it's
kızlar.
Mary, the hero
Beraber,
of just those
beraber.
previous rounds.
At.
Aynen öyle be.
Not enough this time. The game here, but look at what they have ready to go. Felipa got hers online.
Right there.
Eva's got hers as well. You got that showstopper as well. This is
İşlere
going to be a
bak abi.
very heavily equipped BBL. This is going to be a messy retake because G2 also have some stopping power. Mimi, Glance have her ults as well. There's going to be the first pop. They've got to be careful to not get caught by this. Alkia, first bit of contact as well.
Kızım,
Flash
açıl
comes in.
pinçek
Petra's
oraya.
position could be key, could be critical. Are you going to see all his ults poured in? As it's going to be BBL taken towards the site. First kill comes in. Eva's going to find Petra. Follow up there. Alkia going to take down Mimi, but it's Mary on the trade. But now they're on the spike. Where's the ult coming in from Glance? Where's that stopping power? Is that even going to come into effect?
Şu
Vanya strides on in.
Mükemmel be.
Roxy can only do so much. All gets put through a Glance.
Gitti. Tamam. 7-5. O-
And BBL first priority looks like Dish. They're going to take towards this now. Roxy not having the biggest impact yet. I kind of want to see a bit more from her throughout this series, but
Cesur dedim.
let's see how
Kum
she does on
gördüm.
this
Canım
half. Let's
sıkıldı
see how she
şimdi
plays to
bak.
that killjoy. I genuinely have always enjoyed Roxy on that killjoy. I think it's something that suited her very well. So I'm hoping we get to see a little bit more of that, finding some comfort here. but she doesn't get the test this map, or at least not yet. They took the orb, and they're backing away. They're taking the tour here. Maybe having a little look towards B, maybe look towards Arcade, see what they can scrounge out here for BBL. No easy, quick challenge, but Petra could be that first challenger. Flash just about to be cycled back up.
Bilelim, bilelim, görelim.
Decides to just swing it. Does actually find one, surprisingly.
I can't even believe that she found that first one. But now, that's BBL in a world of hurt. Because even more damage was done off of that sewers control. The peek back through tower.
halükarda kazanıyoruz
Coordination
Kemal.
bound here for G2 as BBL race towards this A site where Roxy is going to give them a world of pain for that plant.
Yeah, let's see how that goes. Maybe actually the one to get the punish off the back of it, but that utility was in place. So very difficult to try and make that cross. Spike now goes loose, but Roxy...
Cesur Bey müzisyenlenmiş.
That puts Mimi under scrutiny now. With the nade coming in, isolates at least maybe the chance for a plant. Glance's position is good.
Aman.
That could have just been the kill right there. Didn't know
8-5.
it, of course, but G2 will get the pistol in the...
Respect for BBL. They've got the rifles in hand. Also just one away from that null command.
Ayıklar.
That's true. Oh, nasty little adjustment there, actually. That was interesting. Mimi trying to switch it up a little bit.
Allah
But the rest
Allah.
of BBL come on back around. They're like, hold on. There's a scrap here? Let me get involved. Mimi still turned this a little bit, though. She
Mimi'nin canı görüyor
some more
musunuz?
apiece, but again, look at the overwhelming weapons, though. Mimi is down on 5 HP. I like this little idea of a backfill, though, trying to clear through. That's not bad. And BBL, this will test the patience. They have to re-clear this now.
Yeah, invest that Boombot into the re-clear. Flash out from Petra finds the information, but she's not going to overheat it. Just
Anladık
looks to
Ağa'nın
call
tek
that
olduğunu.
rotation over by herself. Maybe a little bit of time as BBL
Hadi.
starts to speed up in towards A halls. Now Petra's in a bit of a sticky
Çok iyi be.
situation.
Aha.
Aha Mimi.
Oh, Timmy.
Ay sarışın ya.
Taret VS'sini kaybetti.
Çok iyi be.
Mimi wanted to go down. Petra is soaking up the pain shell. Yeah, this one's going from a little bit interesting to probably a clean win for BBL. We're gonna see.
Makine.
Clean work there. As Petra and Glance, the last two. So, let's see if there's any potential threat. Oh, the floor's on fire. Probably not.
Yeah, no drop potential there unless you can hop onto the sidewall, but Vanya's watching that cross. G2 just looking to maybe take some weapons out of the hands of BBL.
Nice.
Won't be the
Hadi,
case.
hadi.
Vanya
What's about to be coming into effect? Mary taking a whole lot of space, and I wonder how aware she is of this. She
Farkındayız
might
her
want to
şeyin.
press this issue, but there's 3 players around this corner. How far?
Kaçıncı
are they willing
flash
to
ya bu?
commit on this? Okay, the space is not good enough for a trade, so Felipe gets to keep her alive, but there are 2 players hunting her down here, and the
Ay,
sport's
desteğe
called in.
bak.
She didn't feel safe anymore. The spike was noted. That could have gone astray. No, they try and back away from this. Now Mimi has to respect that.
What a great trade of utility coming out from both Breach players as well. Now, lone here on that B side is going to be Mimi. She still has tower control, could try to rat around. Right now, BBL just looking for this pinch, but timing is everything here
Ya,
for Petra.
Petra
Finds the
ya.
backstab
Kötü oldu.
on Rika, and suddenly that opens
Hayır
things up a
hayır
little
hayır
bit
hayır
more.
hayır.
Roxy see the barrel. That's big. Doesn't get the follow-up, but it allows Mimi on the swing. This nice little push and pull is perfect. They should have enough here. Ava is already down low. That's a very difficult situation for her to try and work from. And just that barrel showing a little too early. Gave away the
O
piece,
turret
and
niye sıkmadı abi
G2
şeye?
stabilized.
Mimi's just postured up for contact information. However, that null command, that actually stalls out further stall potential coming out from G2.
Nice.
Petra. Okay, that's
Sakat
opened up
yerde
an
ya.
opportunity here. Any chance found, you know BBL
Tamam.
will grab that with both hands. That's a recovered rifle. They get a nice little upgrade off that. And so much space. The site's theirs now.
Dert.
This could be a mistake being made. And now those ults coming
Yine
into play.
ulti
Look at
geliyor,
Vanya.
Dert.
She has the molly still in. She still has a
Hayır.
smoke here. She has her ult. She can literally be, the Zonya's hourglass. She can
Vanya'daydı.
pause time here. She can buy so much of it. Mary gonna try and take some space. They need to fight this back line. Roxy's done well. Takes down Vanya, takes down Rekia. That's massive work from G2. Oh yeah.
Hadi la.
This is when that exhaustion comes in. Long series. Mary! Oh, 1-for-1 trade out. Pound for pound, they go back and forth. But G2 have to give up a little bit of that space here. BBL are taking down the tip of the spear. They can backfill this a little.
Güzel ya.
They continue on this path. They try and split further forward. Make G2 very uncomfortable now. As you can see, both players have not rotated from G2. The other two are stuck towards that A site still, putting so much faith in Mimi
Bakıyorlar.
and Glance to hold this down. And they've got the same idea. They've got the same play. Oh, the read is divine. But Mary is alone now. Falls away. Mary? Who am I saying? Mimi. Falls away and has to play this carefully. She needs support. The other two players are still so far from this. They still have that lockdown to bring in. Petra still has her ult, but Mimi cannot die here.
No, Mimi's just gonna hide in towards spawn. Buy a little bit of time for Petra and Roxy to make that rotation over towards Arcade. Mimi has every single piece of utility available here as well into this retake. Seekers for Petra. This is looking rough for BBL.
Yeah, and considering that Vanya was one of the casualties, this comes down to just the guns in hand, really. They don't have that key ult to bring into effect, but the kill's great. And now a 3v2, they have numbers on their side. These flashes aren't going to be enough to be able to close down on a kill. It brings them a couple of steps, yes, but that's about it. That's all they got to play with. It's being bought. Good flash, though, and now it's the chance to strike. There's still an opportunity. It's slim. As they're running low on time here, and look at this adjustment from Rakia. Surely this will be enough. Petra did find one. Rakia still standing. Gets them both. And the finest of margins, keeping hope alive for BBL. Already evacuated the site. They're not sticking around for this. They absolutely want none of what they're trying to sell. Vanya, though, up into a big position, holding towards the rafters. Utility starting to be burnt through on the site as well. They've cleared that, so the plant should be able to come in. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. This retake not going to be easy. That ult not going to find what they wanted at all.
No, now dish control here for G2
Ya bu
and
nasıl oldu ya?
You take out Vanya, which is a really big piece into this round here for BBL.
Nereye sekti?
Yeah, but instantly going to force the lockdown though. They want to try and keep this under wraps. They want to slow down this retake, but they have to try and find the fight now. You can see the scramble towards it, the battle towards it. Can they deny? Can they take it down? Yes, they can. Lockdown gone, and as of the players, it's down to so few, down to none. G2 digging so deep here to be able to do this. And G2 in the final moments, in the final hours, potentially breaking BBL's hearts with 7 rounds to 12. G2, if they can manage to get past this, have given themselves the gateways to the kingdom, but as it stands, the site is going to be under BBL's control. They still have the lockdown for Roxy. And they're ready for this swing. We're ready for that pressure off the back of that plant.
Ya.
It wasn't good enough. Roxy unaffected by the flash. And Petra closing the gap, but there's a player close by. Great work coming through by Alkia, but they need more. Vanya does have the ult ready. The lockdown going to come in. That gets denied by the orbital strike. And now Mary closing the gap, though, getting closer. Vanya on the side. Needs to do wonders here. Needs to do some serious damage. Does do well, but needs to do more. It's not going to be enough just yet. As it's coming down to the last couple of seconds on this. They're on the spike. They send down the boom. She's so low. She gets taken down. And now, with so few seconds left, Roxy just has to
Hadi ya, hadi ya, ne olur ya.
BBL, stay alive.
Ne olur ya.
There we go. How are you going to make it work now? You're getting taken to the absolute brinks, to the absolute limits here. Glance of readjustment smoke could be good. Actually overwhelmed. No, Vanya, great spacing on the jump over to the side. And now Roxy called into attention, but she's being surrounded. She's in danger. She's overwhelmed. The classic does enough, but this is scrappy as hell. As Petra, the last standing player for G2 here. This could be 9 for BBL. Starting to strengthen their hold on this. Seemingly unaware of the chance of this position. Gets an opportunity. Maybe towards one. Spots the barrel. That's a free kill.
G2, Seekers online here for Petra. We're going to have to see her survive into that late round. She goes for the aggression actually in towards Halls. Meanwhile, it's a scale up inside of BBL here on Dish. Nobody to be found. Normally G2 do have 1 or 2 players posted up there. Look at the stack though towards that A side.
Maybe expected them to go back towards us, but now ult orb gained for Vanya. She gets her ult online. Massive impact to be had off this. On the other side, it's only Petra's they have to invest into this round if they did want to go for that. 2 off for Mimi, 2 off for Glance, and the others a little even further away. So between Philippa and Vanya, this is huge. Yes, G2 will find out the information, but the turret's going to be here, so that's going to, if anything, encourage the hit to go even faster. Yeah, burst on the site. Roxy can't really do much to contest this. Has to respect the site being taken. Good bit of stall here, though. BBL being slowed down a little. Here come those Seekers. First contact will be made by main, so they know a player was trying to keep a little diligent towards this, keep a little closer. Flash comes in, Glance will find Rakia. Game on now. This is where we're going to start seeing it all being invested.
No.
Already Vanya's gone down. How has Vanya fallen? That's massive. That's the ult gone. And now suddenly it's down to the three here. Alkia, Philippa, and Eva. Can they keep hold of this? They're up against the odds. So 32 HP. A fight lost on the site. And G2 tearing it away from them.